Hey everyone, so it's been a few weeks since I last did a video, and at the moment I'm just trying to figure out the best way I can go forward with making videos. I've been doing this for maybe a year and a half, and I'm still kind of learning things, and I suppose I just don't want to put out videos that aren't the best quality that they could be. I'm aware that my microphone on this camera is terrible. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a port for an external mic, and even though I could get one and record audio a different way, I'd prefer to have a camera that has a port for an external mic, so I'm probably gonna try and save up some money to get a better camera, a better microphone, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I've been thinking about videos that I can do and video series that I can do. I'm just not feeling like it's the right time to do those yet. Again, I'm kind of focusing on other areas in my life at the moment, and I don't really want to half-arse this stuff. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been a video for a while. And I've just been thinking as well as how best I can go about delivering information about lucid dreaming. I want it to be easy and accessible and fun, and maybe I just at the moment don't feel like I am able to do that. So there has been some video planning. It's just going to be a little while. So when it comes to lucid dreaming, and I suppose when it comes to anything really, a lot of the information that's available, a lot of the I guess techniques that have been devised are all pretty much aimed at neurotypical people, and myself not being neurotypical, when I've learned lucid dreaming I've had to kind of come up with my own ways of doing things, because some of the methods and techniques just don't really work with how my mind works. And I've done a lot with lucid dreaming and mental health. It's still something that I think is a fantastic tool for learning how to deal with certain mental health issues. I don't think it's the cure for anything, but it's just another tool at your disposal to help learn how to deal with things and to come up with your own way of dealing with your own unique experience, really. So one of the things I'm doing at the moment is looking into, for example, different medications and how they affect dreams and sleep. So different antipsychotics and different antidepressants and things like that. From my own experience of being on antipsychotics, it did affect my dreams, and not so much with antidepressants, although I know for some people it does. So I'm wanting to see how, if people are on certain medications that make it hard to pull off certain methods or techniques when it comes to lucid dreaming, I want to know how best to help those people and help them get the most out of their dreams and the most out of their lucidity whilst on those medications. As well as that, just again, people whose brains work slightly differently, like my own. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what is, I don't want to say wrong, but I don't really know what's going on with my brain. I'm sure a lot of it is probably both neurological and psychological. But when it comes to things like hearing voices and dissociation and all that stuff, I want to be able to help people who are in a similar position. Dissociation is a massive problem that I face, and that makes it quite difficult with lucid dreaming, because typically with lucid dreaming you need to have a very good level of awareness, you need to have a very good level of dream recall, you need to be able to ground yourself, you need to be able to have a good distinction between reality and fantasy, I guess. And I know with me, when I'm dissociated, it's so difficult for anything to feel real, so it's hard for me to kind of focus on lucid dreaming. And I've seen people post before on lucid dreaming pages about suffering from dissociation, and just the techniques that are available don't work for them. So I want to be able to come up with ways of helping these people. And again, with psychosis and all those things, and voice hearing, I've come really far with figuring out why I hear voices and through lucid dreaming, and to be able to help other people do that would be fantastic, really. So for me, when it comes to teaching or when it comes to making videos, I want to help people whose minds and whose brains work in a different way, and to help them come up with their own techniques for getting lucid, and for them to not feel so left out, because again, as I said, it's not just with lucid dreaming, but with a lot of things. When you don't fit the standard kind of model of I guess a neurotypical person, a lot of things aren't catered or tailored towards you, and you kind of feel a bit on your own and left to figure all that stuff out on your own. So that's where I am. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm putting my effort into research. Ultimately, I'm just one guy sat at home making videos. I don't have the academic background. I don't have the money for better resources, but I have my own experiences, and I don't know, I just hope that I can help in some way. Oh, I guess another thing as well is, you know, people who are on the autism spectrum as well. I know that for a lot of people some of the techniques might be quite difficult. Like I always talk about awareness being a very important thing, and part of practicing awareness is kind of taking in all of your environment and engaging all of your senses. But I know for some people that they may experience sensory overload, and doing something like that might cause them to panic, or it might not be good for them. And I have my own issues with sensory overload. I have my own issues with everything. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on. I will eventually get a better camera. I will eventually get a better microphone. I will eventually figure out a good format for making videos. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. And as ever, thanks to the people who have supported me on Patreon. And if people would like to support me on Patreon, they can. There will be a link to that in the description. At the moment as well, I'm really focusing on doing illustrations. I recently wrote and illustrated my own kids book, so if people are interested in that, I will also leave a link to where people can get that. Yeah, I'm hoping eventually to maybe do some kind of some lucid dreaming illustration books, but I'm just a bit behind at the moment. As well as that, if you want to get 20% off on Vivid Dream products, you can. The discount code and the link will be in the description box below. So thanks for being patient with me, and I'm sorry if this video was a little bit muddled. I didn't really think what I was going to talk about. But as ever, guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Max, aka the Rara Rabbit, and I'll see you in the next video.